Hi guys, so let me give you a gist about my experience last December when I make a fondant icing during Hamatan. Guys, my eyes see shaggy. When I say shaggy, I mean shaggy Pro Max. I have a video on my channel showing you guys how to make a fondant icing for all weather, and it has been working perfectly for me. Only for me to realize that the harmattan that year was like a snow. It was so chilling. To even say that I kept this fondant inside a plastic bag. Afterwards, I put it inside a cloth. Then I put it inside a cooler, a big deep one at that. But guess what? This old fondant turned to a rock, literally. I was almost crying, guys. And this kind of experience, if it happened to a non-pro, it would have been a total disaster. I'm telling you. So what did I do? I actually had to, put water inside a spray bottle, and I also had to, start puffing it a little bit by little on the rock. I call it rock because it was so hard. If you touch it, like if you use it to bounce the floor, it would just be like a stone, literally. Seriously, I'm telling you guys. So it was so bad, and I had to put the water, and it started becoming so soft gradually. You can see how it's been broken into two. That was how bad it was. So guys, I had to abort the mission of using a draping method because this one is not gonna work. So I had to, after mixing it with the water, so I had to use the paneling method, and it works perfectly for me. And that was how I was able to scale through the stress and the anxiety of the fondant during the Amatan period. And that was why I had to try to experiment other ways to be able to see how I can actually mix fondant perfectly during Amatan, and it will not give me such headache and such problem. And that was why I came up with the idea of using my 500 grams of icing sugar to be able to do some kind of experiments during that Amatan period, and I was able to get a very beautiful results. In fact, the fondant I mixed with the 500 grams icing sugar was the go-to for me, mostly when I was working. I actually use it for important places on the cake because it was so soft and so good to work with. I really loved it, and that was why I make the video. If you want to see how to make fondant icing during Hamatan period without getting into trouble of the fondant turning to a rock or entering into unnecessary debt, click on the subscribe button you are seeing on my screen right now, and click on the notification bell so that I'll keep giving you tips on how not to enter debt in 2026. How about that? So if you are interested, keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep watching this space for more and more interesting videos. You can see what I went through, guys. It was not really easy. This was a cake, 3 steps cake for that matter. It wasn't a joke, and it was a wedding cake. You can imagine what I went through with this fondant. It wasn't easy at all. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.